If you grew up in the UK in the 70s or 80s, there's a good chance the name Renault 5 brings back a bit of nostalgia. It was plucky, practical, and had bags of character. Fast forward to today, and Renault is tapping straight into that emotional connection with the brand new Renault 5 E-Tech Electric. This time, it's fully electric, and in the spotlight today is the charming pop green variant. Now, straight off the bat, it's clear that Renault hasn't just slapped an old name on a new car. The 5e is very deliberately styled to evoke the original's iconic design, but with a modern twist. That pop green paintwork, it's bold, bright, and instantly attention-grabbing. It's one of those colors that makes you smile without really knowing why. It's refreshing to see something so unapologetically fun on the roads, especially with so many EVs opting for the usual silvers and greys. From the outside, the Renault 5e Pop Green is compact and confident. The front end features distinctive LED headlights with a kind of retro flair. Renault says they're inspired by the original 5 circular lights, but reimagined as pixel-style rectangles. There's also a unique digital 5 motif subtly integrated into the front bumper. It's a clever little nod to the past without being too on the nose. Then there's the floating roofline, flush door handles, and pronounced rear arches that add just the right amount of aggression to an otherwise playful shape. It's very clearly a city car, but with that design punch that makes it stand out. Now let's talk powertrain. The Renault 5e Pop Green is available in 2 versions when it comes to performance. The entry-level model features a 40 kWh battery paired with a 95 horsepower motor, offering around 186 miles of range on the WLTP cycle. Perfect for city driving and the occasional motorway jaunt. Step up to the 52 kWh version and you get a bit more oomph, 150 horsepower and up to 248 miles of range. Both versions support 11 kW AC charging and up to 100 kW DC fast charging, which means you can go from 15% to 80% in just under half an hour at a rapid charger. That's a quick coffee and you're good to go. In terms of driving feel, it's everything you'd want from a modern supermini. Light steering, responsive throttle, and tight handling that makes navigating city streets or country B roads genuinely enjoyable. It's not a hot hatch by any means, but the electric torque gives it enough zip to feel fun, especially in urban environments. And thanks to its relatively low weight, thanks in part to its new Amper small platform, it feels nimble and well balanced. Renault's clearly aiming for that sweet spot between practicality and character. Step inside the Renault 5e Pop Green, and you're met with an interior that blends minimalism with a dash of retro charm. The upholstery features recycled materials, with contrasting stitching and little design quirks that mirror the exterior. It's not trying to be overly premium, but it is very well thought out and tactile where it matters. There's a decent amount of space for a car this size too. Front passengers will find the cabin airy, while the rear seats are just about right for 2 adults on shorter trips. Boot space comes in at around 326 liters, which is pretty competitive for a small EV. The tech inside is, unsurprisingly, where Renault really leans into the future. You get a fully digital driver display, paired with a 10-inch infotainment screen that runs Renault's latest Opener Link system. It's fast, responsive, and based on Google's Android Automotive platform, which means built-in Google Maps, Assistant, and access to the Play Store. Voice commands work smoothly, and it's also compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto if you prefer using your own apps. You'll also find ambient lighting, wireless phone charging, multiple USB-C ports, and a suite of connected features accessible via your smartphone. One particularly neat touch is the integration of Renault's in-car AI companion. Yes, they've given it a name. Renault can help with navigation, answer questions, or control in-car settings, and it adds a bit of fun personality to the tech setup. It's a gimmick, maybe, but one that's surprisingly likable once you've used it a bit. When it comes to safety, the Renault 5e doesn't skim. It's fitted with a suite of advanced driver assistance systems including lane keep assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, and adaptive cruise control. Parking is also a breeze, thanks to sensors front and rear, plus a reversing camera. Renault has a solid reputation for safety, and the 5e seems to uphold that, offering peace of mind for drivers and families alike. Now let's talk pricing. In the UK, the Renault 5e Pop Green is expected to start just under £25,000 for the base 40 kWh version, making it one of the most affordable electric cars on the market. The higher spec models will cost a bit more, closer to £30,000, but they come packed with extras like the larger battery, more powerful motor, upgraded interior trims, and enhanced infotainment features. Given the ever-increasing price of electric vehicles, it's refreshing to see Renault delivering something that balances cost, range, and design in such a compelling package. So, how does the Renault 5e Pop Green stack up against its competition? Well, if you're looking at small electric hatchbacks, the closest rivals would be the Mini Electric, the Fiat 500e, and maybe the Vauxhall Corsa Electric. The Mini definitely has the edge when it comes to premium interior and driving dynamics, but its range lags behind unless you go for the latest version. The Fiat 500e is arguably the most direct competitor when it comes to style, but it's a tad smaller and offers less practicality. Meanwhile, the Corsa Electric feels a bit more conventional, safe and solid, but it doesn't quite have the same flair. The Renault 5e, especially in Pop Green, strikes a balance between playful design, decent performance, and tech-forward features. More importantly, it feels like a car that was designed with real purpose, not just to tick the electric box, but to offer something with charm and identity. It's not just another Solus EV. It has character, and that matters. All in all, the Renault 5e Pop Green is a delightful return to form for Renault. It's quirky without being impractical, techy without being overwhelming, and affordable without feeling cheap. For city drivers, young professionals, or anyone looking to dip their toes into the EV world without sacrificing personality, it's hard not to be drawn to it. Whether you're buying it for the color, the heritage, or the value, it's safe to say the new Renault 5 is more than just a name revival. It's a proper reimagination of what a small car can be in 2025.